my God, is that the Faces of the Future? Welcome to episode 286 of the Faces of the Future podcast. It's your boy Millz. I got the whole crew with me here today. I got Khadrice in here, Var in here, Nudie Mac, got Coop in here.
You know what I'm saying? I finally made it.
Finally got these boys outside to the compound. What y'all been up to, man? It's been a long time coming. I've been waiting to get y'all this tandem on the pod for a minute. You know what I'm saying? These boys been running from the compound. What's good?
I've been here. I've been behind the camera a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never been on this side. You know what I'm saying? But for this man,
yeah,
he can speak for himself. But I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? Well, chill, Khadrice.
Living, surviving, taking it day by day. But this is my first time pulling up, man. Millz right, he been extended the invite, and
we hear that.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. We hear. I mean, what y'all been up to though since I ain't seen y'all in a minute? It's been a couple weeks. I know I just been ripping and running, doing the day-to-day shit. What y'all been up to? Like, how's life?
Just got back from my little cousin's graduation. Shout out Avery, the tan man. You know, just living, celebrating family and whatnot. You know, so.
I feel that. What about you, Nudie?
Last time I seen you. It was his birthday, right? That was probably the last time.
Was that before or after Jamar's wedding?
After.
Yeah. So that's the last time. Yeah.
So between then.
That's when he was drooling.
That's when Coop was drooling. He ain't see.
He did not see. He drawed. He drawed. Like 10x draw. He was on some easy shit.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah. That shit was funny.
But since then, nothing working. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, same old.
Day-to-day shit. I feel that. Yo, I know how I ended the intro with the 50 record. I mean, where would y'all rank 50's run? Like in terms of like in hip hop history, do you think he had like one of the greatest runs? I mean, it wasn't for the longest time, but like in terms of like how he came into the game into dropping the Get Ratchet or Trying, the album, all that, the movie, the beefs that he was in. What y'all think about that?
I mean, you can go first. Go ahead.
I mean, it's clearly iconic. Just like you said, off Many Men, In the Club, still goes off In the Club, but that's a whole nother conversation for another time. But I mean, he done parlayed it into a lot, considering how much actual music it was and how he's still known as a rapper as much as he done did all this other stuff. But
isn't that crazy though? How he's still known as just a rapper after you know what I'm saying, the movies, the production, the business acumen, the alcohol brands, the G Unit clothing line, all that type of shit. I mean,
that's what the start. Because that's what the start of it is.
True.
And at the end of maybe for some people over time, like the TV shows especially, I feel like it really take over as a bigger thing. I don't know if they really see like Vitamin Water as like him the face of that, and that's the main thing. But like maybe Power for another generation, but. It was such an iconic run, and that's one of them things that you're never going to detach somebody from it. So it's just like the impact that he made when he came in. Like you said, it was only but so many years because you turned the page and it was like, oh yeah, 50 was not making music that was like hitting the same way as that first album, but that is probably top 10 in terms of just like a run. If you're gonna pick like any like 5-year stretch of a rapper, if we're gonna cap it like that, because you gotta consider the mixtapes beforehand, and then the fallout into that first G Unit album and that first Game album and the Lloyd Banks album and all that. That was top 5 for his 5 years. I mean, top 10 for his 5 years.
Yeah, because I remember, I don't know if y'all saw the clips. We was talking about like just like the top rappers coming out of New York. I based on like not just their run, but just like what they did in the music industry. He was on my Mount Rushmore, like in terms of like, if I remember correctly, I think me and Chase put him on the list, calling us like, he shouldn't be up there because he can't rap that well, whatever it may be. But like, based on what you said, what?
It's what else he done?
The entrepreneurial aspect of it, because like, as much as being a rapper is also like how tight your rhymes is and everything like that, is also everything else that comes with it. It's deeper than just the music at times.
True. I know it comes with the rhymes, but I mean, I feel like he had more hit records because he know how to like make hooks. Like a lot of his, like we was listening to Many Men. We could rap. All of us was rapping that joint word for word, damn near. Right. But it's like the hooks is what I feel made him as big as he was when it came to the rapping.
Well, I say influence. So his influence is strong. That pushes his music way more than what we talking about right now. Just, he's a rapper. But no, his influence, we all had the clothes. we all watch the shows. We gonna keep following them and keep supporting them.
The video game.
The video game for sure.
Bulletproof. Oh, it was only like 15 minutes. You beat the whole game in probably like an hour. Yeah. But that game was amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's just the influence. I had the GU and the sneakers. I ain't gonna lie. I had the beater with the colorful.
Color Jones.
You know what I'm saying?
You did it all.
I ain't gonna put them on Rushmore for New York though. But
really?
Yeah.
I mean, not for our generation though. Like in terms of like when we came and what we witnessed.
No, because two of my top are all time is from New York. Like DMX.
DMX is up there for sure. I think DMX is
Jadakiss.
Okay.
Hove.
Okay.
Biggie. And then like you don't count
Biggie over you put Biggie over 50 based on like what? Yeah, because Biggie's in a lot of people's like, but his career was what, 2 albums?
He don't have a lot of music. That's it.
Yeah.
Same with Pac.
Yeah, I'm 100% putting Biggie over 50. That's not even a conversation for me. Yeah, you talk about that. The Biggie's run
flow,
being
everybody learned from Biggie in a way. So.
You think Biggie had more influence than 50?
We still talking about Big, and when that last album dropped.
True. I feel that. Yeah.
My man, they died. Him and Pac, they both died in 20s. Yeah. And I keep saying this. I don't think Biggie was even going to rap that much longer. He was going to be a CEO, like
music exec.
Yeah, he wasn't going to keep rapping, even if we wanted him to. I don't think he was going to do it. Kind of like Lauryn Hill.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about her? Like in terms of what could have been, because like obviously she's still alive, but like we just talking about how Biggie, Pac, like what could have been, what type of music they would have made if they were still here, whatever it may be. Like Lauryn, she drops one solo album and then just goes MIA. Like we was talking about Frank Ocean doing that too last episode. Who's another artist that did it? Like Rihanna. How many albums Rihanna dropped? Like a couple, and then she just hasn't dropped in how many years? Like 10, 12. So like, what do you think about artists that can have the ability? We know they're super talented, but they just choose not to drop music.
I love it in a way.
You love it.
I love it and hate it because I think you only good in the beginning.
You say you only good in the beginning? I don't get that.
The love for the music is going to be stronger when you don't have anything, you don't have no fans, and you're trying to get fans. Once you get the fans and the money, I think something changes in all the artists.
Yeah, I won't disagree with that. Like when it comes to that, in the sense of just like because it becomes more about the business at the end of the day. Like it's not so. It's about all right, what's going to be a hit as opposed to like I'm just making art for art. But I feel like artists like that, the ones that we kind of outside of, I guess like Rihanna, like because she has the way they based on like what I know in terms of like the type of artist, how she creates that type of stuff. Right. She has like obviously the machine, probably writers, all that type that whole scenario where she's just like the talent. I'm not sure if she writes, but she's like the talent. She's the front facing person. They'll make the music for her, and she all right now you got to perform it, whatever it is. Right. As opposed to like, and it's not to discredit her, as opposed to like a Frank Ocean or a Lauryn Hill, where kind of they're super hands on with their process, with the writing, whatever it may be. Like I feel as though that art can still be just as valuable. They can be just as hungry when it comes to like the creation process outside of business, especially the way how we're like I said we were talking about Frank and what he did by finessing. What was it? The label that he was with by dropping that surprise album and then dropping his other album that's obviously legendary. He hasn't dropped since. So when you're free like that, I mean, I feel like there's no excuse. I feel like you're doing a disservice to not just the fans, but just like the art, the craft. It's like having the ultimate gift you're not using just because I'm saying I don't want to do it.
No, I get that because I'm mad at Andre 3000, but then again, I'm not
playing flutes.
I'm not.
This nigga started playing flutes, but he gave us a lot of music though.
If you want to retire and you feel like you gave the world what you wanted to give him, okay, you did that. I'm not gonna be mad at your life's decisions no more because you feel like the love not there no more or whatever the case may be. If you don't feel like dropping music, because I feel like some people should have stopped. Like
there are some people that should stop, but Lauryn Hill ain't one of them.
Nah, she's
not one of them. She's definitely not one of them when it comes to that. I mean, Frank Ocean. I mean, he arguably put. I mean, that's not even arguably. He put out 2 classic albums in terms of the impact that they made.
I get it.
Along with, like they said, the finesse when it came to the labels, getting out of his deal, and then doing exclusive deal with Apple, I believe it was. Right. And it was like a $20 million exclusive deal with them for him to drop it exclusively with them. So it's like, I get taking hiatuses, like no different than like Adele. She takes probably like 4 or 5 years in between albums, but you know, like music is
be
coming.
good, yeah.
But like not even gonna be, but you know music is coming. I feel like people like if you have fans that are investing in you, obviously you don't owe the fans nothing. But if you have fans that are investing in you, you got a talent. It's like, why not perform? That's no different than, I don't know if this is a terrible correlation or not. Like when you hear like Kobe talk, you hear Michael Jordan talk about like every night people are coming to see them. They're spending money to see them. So they're not gonna sit down unless they absolutely have to. I feel like that's almost similar to like your artist with a craft. It's like you have people buying your merch. You have people investing in you, so you making money. It's like in return, you should want to give them the art. Like I'm not saying you have to do on that cookie cutter shit where it's like you putting out something every 4 or 5 months or once a year or whatever, but should be giving them something. I mean, unless I'm just being a crazy fan.
No, you've been a crazy fan because if I was an artist, if I was an artist and I feel like, you know, my favorite athlete, Allen Iverson. I think if AI, he like, yo, if I can't give you 110, I'm not giving you nothing.
True.
You feel me? I'm not about to play with you because I feel like I'm not giving it my love, my all. And if I'm not giving it my love and all, that's why I do it. If I'm not going to give it that way, then I'm not giving it to y'all because I don't feel like it's my best, so no.
I mean, I kind of agree and kind of disagree because at the end of the day, even if it's not our best, we still going to watch AI hoop.
What Hov say?
If AI coming out there 85%, we still going to watch the game.
No,
we still gonna
because we're fans though. But
that's what I'm saying.
He's as the person, as the person, him. He's like, yo, he feel like us. I want to watch myself, but if I see that I'm not 100, like no, I don't want to do it no more because it doesn't feel good to me to see myself not give it my all.
And you talking about just the watching process and just like that first reaction, the idea like, oh, they dropped something new, I get to watch it. You ignoring the aftermath of if it is only 85%. Lauryn Hill drops Miseducation. What the follow-up going to be? Because it's not going to be as good.
Right, true. Okay, that's valid.
And then what's the conversation going to be in this in terms of, and especially you look at her as an artist, that's somebody who, she be showing up late to her own concert. They done paid money, told her, we want to see you. For damn near a decade now. She been telling them, I'm going to show up late, and they still pull up. Yeah, she probably going to take 25 years to even put together another album if she wanted to.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm cool with that.
But I mean, we saw the reaction when I think y'all saw the clips of like when she was performing at Ye concert. I don't know if you saw the clips and how the reaction to how the fans was just like, damn, like we need this type of energy. When it comes to just her as an artist in general, I think, like you said, what's it been 25 years since she dropped any type of music? Probably longer than that.
Yeah,
Fuji's.
I feel like it would be received with welcoming arms. Like, yeah, I think the anticipation though makes it harder to drop now. Though I feel like it's one of those things where maybe if she waited 5-6 years and dropped another project, she have a little more leeway. But 25 years and now you dropping music, like, all right, so what have you been doing for these last 25 years? And I'm dropping a new project. Yeah. I think the expectations are like way higher now.
But if you a fan, you're not gonna care.
You're not gonna care, but you like Drees just said, like the aftermath. Yeah, you're anticipating that drop. So it's like I'm not caring. I'm just happy she's dropping music. But if that music is subpar because you waited so long, it's like if you waited this long, this music better be top tier. Like it better be a classic type joint almost, as opposed to all right, I've dropped the Miseducation as a solo artist. Everybody knows that sophomore album, no matter what artist you is hard because like if you set a high bar, then and it doesn't reach that bar, then it's going to be people are going to give negative reviews, maybe called a flop, whatever it may be, just based on the standard. But like after that, now you have leeway because it's only up from there. Like I don't know, that's just my thought process when it comes to that.
You're right. I get that. It's only up even if I don't drop nothing up.
Yeah,
because you're just waiting.
But this is also working on the premise that they see in the art as something that they need to continuously put out versus like, I gave you this.
Right.
This is what I brought to the world. Like the idea is like she has this talent. Well, maybe the talent was all the Fugees albums culminating into that, and that was what the talent was. And we thought, oh, but there's so much more, but you don't know what else she got going on in her life.
True.
Where that actual inspiration is. Like Nudie was saying about that first album. You go back and you listen to it with just about any artist. It might not necessarily be they for sure best album, but it's 100% they most personal. Because that's coming from stuff that they was writing as a kid that they've been saving to put on that debut album. That second album, you ain't got the rhymes from when you was 10 waiting to go on there too. You ain't you put all that on the debut because you had to get on the scene.
Yeah.
just where you draw all the different artistry from and everything. I feel like that's something where sometimes you do want to hear something from somebody where you feel like they going to provide something, but at the same time, they know themselves. Like, people say they want to hear 3 Stacks rap again, but it's like, he might look at it and be like, what I got to say, y'all don't actually want to hear. Or better yet, I don't even know how to say it to y'all. Not no more.
Yeah.
I knew when I was 19 how to go on and say. I knew when I was 23 how to say. Now, I don't. I said what I could.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you in that aspect. I mean, do y'all not feel like if you have a gift like that's your purpose, that's your gift, like you should give it to the world and not like just sit on it? I mean, I don't know. That's how I think about life. If I have a gift or whatever, no different. Like we use the Michael Jordan analogy, the Kobe analogy, the artist analogy. It could be even a visual artist that, you know, they're super talented with their painting and stuff like that. I feel like if you have a talent that or a gift that God gave you, you should. I'm not saying just always present it to the world, but you should use it.
No, that's a fact.
Not sit on it.
That's a fact.
Because there's a reason you have it at the end of the day.
I get that. I got 2 examples for Nipsey Hussle and DMX. Both of them, for example. DMX had one of the greatest runs, and then he put out music in between that run that wasn't so hot. It wasn't DMX. It wasn't at the high level. And then he went on a hiatus, came back, and the last album he dropped right before he passed. To me, I'm DMX fan.
Right.
I thought it was amazing. Some people didn't like it, but I'm like, no, you probably not a fan. You don't understand what he's been through and where he's at now. And that's the music that he's able to tell now.
Yeah.
He grown as a full-grown man. And then for Nipsey Hussle, he only got technically 1 album. He got more music and everything, everybody know. But that album, when it came out, like, I was super hype. I'm like, yo, I love this joint banging, and I wanted more. But then, like, he passed. Yeah. And it's like, it was a heartbreak to the world and everything. But for the fans, for me, it's like, that wasn't my only time loving him, that 1 album. I know all the other music that made me a fan. And it's, I don't know. I forgot the point I was getting to.
I get you saying, though.
But yeah, you should express your talent until you feel like it's not important. No, not important, but not like I was saying with the whole not giving it your all. Like if it's not what I want, like Andre 3000 for example. Maybe what if he is in the studio and his homie like, yo man, that shit trash. like
hey, this shit ass. Like this shit weak.
That's not it. Like
you just what is you rapping about, nigga? like for example, Chance the Rapper when he dropped the Big Day, whatever it was, that shit was trash.
Everybody hated
that shit
that
was trash. I'm sorry, that shit was trash.
But what if it's trash? Lil Wayne put out some bad stuff, bro. He put out some bad. I love Lil Wayne, but some of the stuff it wasn't rocking.
Yeah, it wasn't rocking. It wasn't hitting this year. It
wasn't rocking.
That rock album, we ain't need it.
Yeah, we ain't need that at all.
You know what I'm saying? But
he was experimenting, but sometimes you don't. I mean, that goes back to the love of the art. It's like I'm putting out but it's just like some stuff is like based on brand. Don't drop that joint. Don't drop. That's bad for business.
It's not bad for business. Nah, I don't think so because Wayne needs that. If Wayne didn't have no off, like where would Wayne be right now if Wayne never fell off? Like what were we talking about right now?
True.
Like that's crazy. Like I think past Drake and all that. If Wayne never stopped doing this,
you think this question for both of y'all, then we'll move to the next topic. Do you think with artists like their music should age with them, like their content should age with them? Like for example, like we'll use Jay-Z. His music as he's elevated, it grew with him, like the content he's talking about, as opposed to like a Future. His content has been the same since he's came out, and he's older, aging, that type of thing as well. Do you think as an artist, like your music should grow with you, or does it matter? That doesn't matter as long as the music's doing numbers, is hitting the frequency the way it needs to hit the frequency.
I think the art kind of speaks for itself in that regard, in terms of somebody like Future or Drake, like they not growing up. Like they are who they are. So like, yeah, they still make music for 20-year-olds to dance to because that's the mind state that they still in. Like Jay-Z actually, lives with his children. So things like that kind of make a difference. Yeah. He stepped out on his wife and it was a whole thing. And she's like, I'm going to tell the world that you screwed up, but I took you back because of everything I had going on and what I felt like this was. And like, yeah, just the nature of who people are is people and what it is that's going to lead to it. Like, yeah, somebody like Lauryn Hill, in terms of just getting the Grammy and everything, like the anxiety that must come from that, and the idea of if she, theoretically, you sitting down trying to write that next album and it's just like in your own head, forget what anybody else is going to say. I don't got that again. Why do I feel like going there? Well, I don't even know what story it is that I want to tell at this point going forward from who I am now. Do they care what the Grammy Award winning artist has to say? Somebody like Jay, he got to really profit off the idea of some actual like grown man raps, and there's a handful of other dudes who I feel like Jadakiss will still be rapping stuff, whereas like people who really like Jadakiss can understand like, yeah, he coming at this from a different angle. It's not just, it's not the same it's not we gonna make it like and so like, yeah, you want to see that because that means that you have something to give. That idea, like you have some art that you need to provide, and it's not even trying to be like they have nothing to give in terms of people who don't grow up, because people still need something to dance to. Like that really is a thing in terms of what it all goes to. But yeah, how you actually look at it in terms of if this is art or just a way to make money. Yeah. If it's art, then you got something deep to say, and yeah, you want to reflect on how you grow in life, and then that goes. If you try and make a stack, well, I know what sells.
Yeah, you know what sells. And I never thought about it from the Grammy, like winning, that aspect that you kind of like, perspective that you put it in when it comes to like you winning the Grammy. Now you got all eyes on you because like obviously the Grammy ups your status as a, not just the artist, but as a person. Whether it come with paparazzi, whether it come with everything. People everything, like it's 100x. And like you said, being in your head as an artist, like, can I follow this up? But also I think like it comes with now your music's known to the world, so you potentially could be reliving traumas that you went through. Like we were speaking on Lauryn Hill, that's what I thought. That's what it made me think about like all this stuff. 'Cause I remember watching the video. Maybe she was shooting. It was either her shooting a music video or shooting some live content, whatever. You could just see her. She was singing. It was one of the songs off of the Miseducation, but you could just see her based on her expression, like reliving whatever she went through at that time. And that's something you got to do every time you perform because that's the records that they want to hear on a daily basis. But yeah, I never thought about it. That is a lot of pressure.
To answer your question, my friend, I ain't gonna cut
you. No, you good.
But what Hov said, he said, y'all want to buy something like that. Y'all want to hear my old shit, buy my old album. Yeah, I feel that he's right in that way. It's like, yo, I'm not rapping that way no more. I'm not even talking about that no more. So if you want to listen to that, go listen to my old stuff. Like I'm on something different now. Like you said, I got kids. I live with my kids and a wife and all. Like, and I grew up with the artists too. That's maybe why I don't listen to Drake now. I feel like I didn't personally know why I stopped listening to Drake. Besides the music wasn't to my ear anymore. Like I listened to who I was brought up with, and still, like, how you feel about T.I.? I don't want to change the subject. Like the new T.I. shit.
I fucked with the T.I. the single. I didn't listen. Did he drop an album? Did he drop his album?
Nah, he dropped like
the
2-3
single.
singles.
I fucked with the single.
Yeah, he got like
that's
2.
With, like he's right in his lane. Like you feel me? He's not. I don't feel like he went backwards in any sense. I don't feel like he's making music just to keep up with the times. I feel like he's right in his pocket in his sound. Like you can tell he was intentional with what he made. He's not like he's trying to keep up with a trend. It's something that still a T.I. sound. It could be played back in his era when he's on his run, but it's something that still hits the frequency now. You know what I'm saying? But as we move along, let's talk about the Jaxon Dart situation. I don't know if y'all saw what happened recently, but Jaxon Dart was at a Trump rally, I believe it was, and he was asked to introduce Trump before he went on stage. And his teammate was named Abdul Carter. Yep. Abdul Carter, he came out, I think he posted something going back at what not approving what Jaxon Dart was doing, and they just had a recent press conference about everything where they both addressed the situations. So, the first question I got for y'all is, I mean, if you're on a team like the New York Giants or a pro team, it doesn't have to be a pro team. If you're on a team that's trying to compete for like a division title, whatever it may be, trying to change the chemistry in the organization because you guys been bad for so long, and then you see your starting quarterback who's supposed to be the face of a franchise come out and in support of such a controversial president. What's your initial reactions like? Oh, y'all gonna look at each other now.
I mean, he went to Ole Miss, right?
Yeah. Should you be surprised?
Like, I feel like that says something in its own right there. Even if Lane Kiffin want to try and act like he couldn't have did nothing and that's why he had to leave, but like, I mean, people end up there for a reason. Like, yeah, he is the face of the franchise. And so by him going up there, and that's one of the things I feel like Carter mentioned in his press conference, like, he making a statement by going up there because he always making a statement because that's the type of position that he's in.
Yeah.
How much he really thought about it in terms of what that does to everybody else. How much he just said, oh, I see the Bosa brothers wearing their MAGA hat, so, like, it's cool, right?
That's crazy.
I have no idea because, I mean, I don't know. When I watch Jaxon Dart play, I don't feel like only but so much thinking even going on there. So,
yeah, you just be doing dumb shit on the field sometimes. Taking random hits, all that, like.
But, like, he ain't the only one in that locker room who likes him.
Yeah,
like Carter said, there definitely is a different energy because that's one of them things where now certain people got to hear stuff from other folks. It's like, oh, okay, that's your man's.
Yeah.
That's it. That's who you roll with. You gonna be hyped to talk about him in the post game, right? And where some of the other people in the locker room may stand as people, and it's kind of one of those things where, in football especially, you getting people from every direction in America.
Yeah.
You got people who wasn't paying attention at all. You got people who's probably paying a little too much attention. Personally, I mean, like, I'm glad I'm not a Giants fan, but, like, also I refer to 26 by 26 because I'm just going to leave it at that. As an Eagles fan,
Yeah,
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh, but when it comes to it made me think of, like, not to bring in the movies, like, remember the Titans type shit, how it's like a division. Like you said, if your starting quarterback comes out in support of Trump, I mean, you have your right to support who you want to have, but, like, to just be so out in the open about it, I think that plays into the thing where a lot of people, like, keep politics out of sports, that you know what I'm saying, that can hurt a lot of things, whether it be from fans, whether it be from inside the locker room, because that division could really happen. Like you said, now maybe there's Jaxon Dart says his thing, Abdul Carter says his thing. Now you got people rallying behind Abdul Carter that don't really rock with Jaxon Dart. What if you got, like, O linemen on the team that don't really rock with you? Now they're not blocking for you, whatever. But I think there's too much money on the line, so that they don't really care.
I mean, anybody who's thinking to keep politics out of sports that ain't paid no attention to sports because they already been linked up. Who you think paid for that stadium?
Right.
I think
Because it wasn't the bull in the Epstein files. It was the taxers. It was taxpayers.
I don't think you can mix up the two. Sports, politics, it's all the same. And I ain't hear the story, but you just told me the story. And you got an NFL quarterback. I'm pretty sure he has a NFL agent. I'm pretty sure this agent came to this person with a whole bunch of stuff. And that was highlighted. And he said, oh, yeah, we doing that. 100%. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, we definitely doing that. I don't care what we got. And he accepted it. And he wanted to do that. And he's the quarterback, so it's going to hit the news, even if he would. I mean, it's Trump, so even if he was the long snapper, it would have made the news. But
I don't think it was a long snapper would have made the news, but like, I get what you
bringing
mean.
out Trump at a rally, it's gonna make the news. Anybody from the NFL is gonna make the news. They bringing out.
I think the reason this is a big story is because it's a starting quarterback.
I think it's anybody. If he was the bench, if he was just a second string quarterback, I think bringing out Trump at a rally and you're representing the NFL. Even you know how the NFL works. True. No matter what you do outside of the NFL, you represent the NFL.
Oh yeah, 100%. You represent the shield for sure.
Kirk Cousins ain't starting no more, and he pulled up to the White House.
Yeah. He ain't seen it down since. He hasn't seen it down since. I mean, if that was your teammate, you still rocking with him, or you just have to because you.
No, you know how sports go. You know how sports go. Like, yeah, that's my teammate. If with the jersey on, while the time still on, that's my teammate. But when the time click off, I mean, I don't really mess with ball.
Yeah, because in relation, not to cut you off, but like in relation to like kind of what Abdul Carter was saying, is just like, oh, we still close, we're still cool. It's just like, how do you think the people that really, whether it's family, whether it's friends or whatever, like, or even like your close teammates on the team, how you go up on the stand and kind of, you're not copping the plea, but you almost are copping the plea. Say, oh, he did what he did, but I'm still rocking with him, whatever it may be.
I think you have to say that. You know how they be talking when the cameras come on and they ask you the same question. You be like, oh, no, it's my teammate. But you know, you don't really feel that way. You just got to say that because they writing your check, bro. Like, at the end of the day, you want another one.
I mean, Jalen don't do that about AJ. You see how he be dipping and dodging the questions and not even addressing or say some. He'll say some slick shit.
You can do that too if you good with your wordplay, or you can do the Anthony Edwards and just say whatever you feel in a smart way. You gotta be good with your words, or you can just next question.
True.
I feel like Carter's initial reaction and even the first part of his statement before he got to just like, yeah, we teammates. Like, because, I feel like that's just the nature of football especially, but really any big sport where it's just like somebody else did something. Unless we all truly feel free reign to just be like, nah, bump him, get him up out of here, which is going to be rare because everybody looking at the skeletons in their own closet. Or, as much as fans don't want to admit it, them dudes don't even actually care.
Right.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, they only care about each other but so much anyway.
True.
It was already, that's my coworker. Like, do you talk to all your coworkers like that?
Yeah, you're right. You think about it like that, you're right. You're right.
But, Carter specifically, from what I saw, maybe I didn't catch everything, but it seemed like he was still kind of leaning to the fact that it's like, I said what I said. I'm not taking that back, but I know what my job is, and I know that, we got drafted together, and, like, they not trading the starting quarterback right now just because he ain't get enough sacks. Yeah. He not Myles Garrett. He don't got that type of pull, so. Right.
Yeah, he said it like you said, more just a political way. He stood on what he said. Yeah. But, let's jump into the Face of the Future song today, presented by MBT Media. If you're listening to us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, tell a friend about today's episode. Click that support the show link in the bio. It helps the show grow, helps us get bigger, better guests, and travel to interview the people that you want us to see. Make sure you subscribe to the Patreon as well, too. Once we hit 300, the video episodes are going on there first before it hits our YouTube channel. We'll still have content for you, but make sure you go subscribe to that. If you really support us, that's the way to support us. But the Faces of the Future song today comes from a rising artist out of L.A. by the name 15 After. He just dropped a new single called Mine Part 1 featuring Che, the crew. Once again, this is 15 After, titled Mine. Once again, that was 15 After, Mine. Streaming on all platforms. His latest single. Go run that. Shout out to the House of 99. Shout out to that whole crew over there out in L.A.
Oh, shit.
Those are the homies right there, man. Let's jump into some more Monday Rundown news. By the time this airs, though, obviously Game 7 will be played. But I need to get your thoughts on the San Antonio Spurs and OKC series. What y'all think about the way Wemby's been playing? What do you think about the way like the refs been calling the series? What do you think about SGA flopping all over the floor? I saw a clip where they made a whole highlight reel of him flop. There was like 40 different times where he was falling, didn't even get touched. Do you think Chet is hooping the way he should be hooping against Wemby based on the rivalry? What's your thoughts, man? I need all your thoughts, man.
Let me go first. I'm gonna keep it at a buck. I don't be watching too much. I watch the highlights.
Yeah.
So I watch the highlights because my team went out.
Well, we know that.
You know what I'm saying?
We know that.
You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's cool.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little later. We'll talk about that a little later.
So with the highlights I have seen, Wemby,
that boy different.
He going to be the greatest player of all time once he learn how to play basketball.
Watching Wemby, not to cut you off, watching Wemby, low-key makes me believe all the shit the old heads used to say about Wilt Chamberlain.
That's real. You could say that, but I think it's better than that.
Yeah, for sure. But like you know how they were saying back in like every time I talk to my pops, he'll be like, "Yo, Wilt was really him. He was doing stuff before anybody else." Yeah, Bill Russell, but Wilt, his athleticism, he was doing everything. Right. We'd be like, Wilt was probably not like this. So he might have scored 100.
He scored 100.
He might have scored 100.
He scored 100.
Even though we don't have the footage, he might have scored 100.
He did that. I believe it.
Think so?
Nobody lying about that.
But back to that game. Back to the game.
First of all, Game 7, I just want to see a good game. I don't really care who win it. I think Thunder got home court advantage, so they should win. But like I'm saying, Wemby should be the greatest of all time, so he should win it. But flopping on the ground, me and Drees talked about this before. It's part of the game now. You got flopping in a whole bunch of other sports. Me personally, I hate it. It hurts my stomach. I can't sleep at night when people don't take the sport serious. I'm a street ball type person. I don't really call foul unless you call foul. Like, you got to just call foul, even if you foul me. And everybody can see it. I'm not calling it. if I hit the ground,
You might.
a force made me hit the ground, and I actually hit the ground. It's not me trying to hit the ground. That's the only way I'm going to hit the ground. It's me trying to hit the ground, and I hate it. But what he's saying, like, yo, championships on the line, and if the ref can't really see it from that angle, and I can get 2 shots or 3 shots or the ball back or a better possession or anything, hey, I can't get mad at it. It's like part of the game, like what we talk about in soccer. Like they flop in soccer to get an advantage. You're doing it to get an advantage, but they can't overdo it. Like
SBA be drawing, bro.
He be overdoing it. He be overdoing it. Like,
sometimes there's no one even near him. He just falls, bro. It's just like, I don't get it. The rest sometimes be giving him the call. I'm just like, yo.
That's what I feel like the issue is. It starts with the refs. Like SGA don't blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Like after so many games, if he just keep falling and he don't get the whistle, he gonna have to shoot actual shots. Like he understands that. Like he's also understanding that. Like, but nah, the whistle is coming. Like they might have been a little difficult today, and that comes back to, so how's the ref calling the game? Like if they allowing it, if they admitting that, yeah, we will get fooled, we gonna rock with it, we not pushing for this higher level of intensity, or better yet, the idea for a lot of the flops is that I'm pushing the letter of the law, and that like you touched my leg when I was shooting. Yeah. That's a foul. I don't think he saw it though, but if I fall, he gonna be like, oh yeah, he did run into his leg there, foul. And yeah, that is part of the game, and so it's like, it can get real corny. I 100% agree with that. It could get real tiresome, but it's also like, so then complain to the refs.
True.
Like, petition them. Talk to Adam Silver about what we got to do to get different refs. How much are y'all going to boo the refs even more? What is the response going to be there? Because, yeah, how they call the game is how they call the game. And if they call the game, letting people know, oh, yeah, if you flop certain ways, it's going to get called. Somebody's going to do it.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that, but it's just like,
they told me Ginobili flopped too much. Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago. But I'm saying, I feel like it messes up the flow of the game sometimes. Like, think about Game 5, like some of the calls they're making. Just take away from the flops. Like,
any foul takes away from the game like that.
The foul, even just the call, some of the calls the refs are making in favor of OKC. When it comes to, what was the one play when the ball went off, was it Chet's foot or SGA's foot, something like that? It went out of bounds. It was clearly off OKC. Yeah. And the Spurs head coach was like, replay it. And they didn't give him the replay for whatever reason. I don't know why. But that changed the whole momentum in the game because next possession on the floor, OKC scores. And everything shifted. That changes a lot.
That's just it. That's ref error. That ain't Chet ain't blow the whistle. Chet done every player point to their direction when the ball go out of bounds. He didn't dictate that. And I think that's a fair complaint in terms of just how it is that the refs are officiating the game. We might need more refs just in terms of everybody ain't got all them angles.
Was it 3 refs?
Yeah.
It should have maybe 4.
And so if that's going to be what the argument is, well, I can't fully see and he's taking advantage of me, then okay, then say you add another one. Y'all got him in the union.
I wonder why they only have 3 refs.
I think the opposite.
If they had 4 refs, so there's one top on each corner of the court, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it should be opposite. I think it should be 1 ref.
Hell,
check ball.
1 ref. You draw. How they gonna see the stuff that's going on under the paint? How they gonna see somebody?
Forget it. Yo,
he pushing for the whole opposite end. Yeah, he's saying we don't need refs.
So you don't need refs?
We need refs. We need refs for obviously the blow the whistle. Yeah. Because it is some fouls, but them knick-knack fouls and all that, we not about to play that way because it's some people who's. It's like my brother. I look at it like my brother. He do this on any video game. He gonna find a way for the rules. He gonna use the rules to his advantage to cheat. And that's the same thing with the foul thing. What you saying? It's like, but somebody touched my leg, bro. Soon as like I'm shooting, if I feel like you are about to touch me, I need 3. I need 3 free throw shots. Like, bro, he touched me, bro. Or the Harden thing where, or I don't call it Harden, but. The jump in and something.
Yeah, that's a Harden thing. For sure. Harden be doing that.
Like that.
Used to do that all the time in Houston.
Why are you doing that? You never shot like that ever.
So like the rip through joint?
The rip through or the pump and then watch him jump and you lean it. Like, bro, you never pull up like that. Like, come on, man.
They slow down on calling that. They do that sometimes. Because it used to be bad. Like when it came to But they started complaining about that. And it's like you see it less and less. I mean, players still do it.
Yeah.
But it's not as much as just like the flopping shit that's going on. But I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. And the rip through thing that I hate it. Yo, because KD used to do it all the time. It's like just because they out there rip through the ball. It's like, come on, bro.
KD used to live at the line with the rip through before they changed the rule.
You don't have to touch them or nothing. If they got to put their arm through, and it's like you say, you touch me, bro.
that type of shit be making me mad. It was just like, come on, bro. Like
JB,
that's a foul. You're not even shooting a regular shot. You just throwing it up because you know the whistle.
Don't reach.
You know. But if I'm even out there playing defense, I was just like you know it. Arm rip through. It's like
you reach, he teach.
I used to do that in Biddy ball. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't give you the call though.
Nah, the JB, Jalen Brunson. Once I get past somebody real fast, put my arm out and stop.
Yeah,
they're gonna hit me, bro.
Yeah, they gonna hit you every time.
They had no choice. They gotta hit me, and I'm it's cheating, but
you're not wrong
it's
about
a way. It's not really cheating. It's the rules, and you got to play against the rules. He got to follow the rules. Everybody got to follow the rules. So
who do you think has the higher ceiling, Chet or Wemby?
That's not a question, dog. Wemby.
What you mean?
Okay, it was a question at one point when they was like 20 or when they was like 18.
Realistically?
Sure, they still only 20 something. Chet still got some time to grow. I could definitely still see that. I hear what you're saying.
Chet could go, bro. Chet has. I don't even Chet has even touched the surface of what if he really had that dog in him, he could be.
That's just it. If he really got that dog, I already know the other bull got that dog. He got like 9 dogs. They stacked on top of each other. That's why he 8 feet tall.
Who you talking about, Wemby?
Yeah.
Wemby got that dog in him, bro.
He don't got enough.
What?
He got way more than Chet for starters.
He got more than Chet. He got way more than Chet.
Way more than Chet.
And he got way more than a lot of people in the NBA. But if you were 7'11", bro, your numbers will be way better than.
Not playing 30 minutes.
What you mean here?
In playoffs, his numbers took off because they let him off the leash.
He played. What do you have? 40 and 26.
Yeah, because of what he just asked. You think who got the highest ceiling? I don't know because I gotta see who's healthy. This man is 7'11", bro. I don't know how long he supposed to be running up and down the court. True. I don't like. For real. I don't wish it on him. That's why I don't want to speak about it. But I got one, and I can't even get my man for a quarter of the season, man. Dang.
Talking about the beat?
Yeah.
But he be out the whole season damn near.
I think they should do what Wemby do. You only play him 20 minutes, bro. You only allowed to play 20 minutes.
Until playoffs coming in.
Yeah. Until playoffs come, you only allowed to play 20 minutes. I don't care who we playing. I don't care if it's a conference game. I don't care. You only playing 20 minutes.
I mean, when I asked the question because it's like one, you saw the transition from Wemby from year 1, year 2 to 3, just in terms of like muscle mass, how he got bigger that way, and then also just like skill level, whether it comes to like shooting the ball, whether it comes to handling the rock, whatever. We saw all the monk shit that he did on the offseason, locked in while everybody else is partying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chet got him a chip already, but it's like Chet frail. He's skinnier than KD when he came into the league. Like that boy's skinny bones, and I feel like he be getting bodied in the paint for being was he 7'1", 7'2", something like that. Yeah, and he be getting pushed around. Yeah, he has like the arm length and stuff like that to get away with certain things, but in terms of like how dominant he could be if you really put in the, not saying he's not putting the work skill level because he can shoot the rock, he can handle the rock, whatever it may be.
He don't have to on that team.
I know he doesn't have to on that team, but it's like in terms of ceiling wise, how they're only gonna be together for so long. First of all,
right?
Based on I give them, I don't know what their contracts are unless some of them do like a Jalen Brunson type thing where they taking pay cuts. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think they're gonna stay together for a while.
Nah, bro. I don't think that's. I mean, it depends on what the cap is gonna be. If the cap ever increases, whatever it be, but like, it's gonna be hard to keep all of them together, bro.
Not the core, the SGA, Grant, and Chet.
I don't know.
It's gonna be difficult. I mean,
that's a nice little three.
That is a nice three, but I think it's still gonna be difficult because Chet gonna want bread. Say they win another chip in the next year. Even if it's not this year, they win a chip like next year or some shit like that.
Right.
Everybody stocks SGA. He's gonna get the best. The franchise player. Someone's gonna have to go.
I get what you're saying. That too.
In my opinion.
Or they can do what the Warriors do and just say, man, we stand together and y'all gotta figure everything else out.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. And the way that they've been drafting and just acquiring other pieces from the side, especially when the Sixers just let go of somebody who everybody know can shoot threes. Shouldn't have let go of Isaiah Joe.
Yeah.
they're going to have an opportunity to try and keep it together depending on who they think is most valuable. But that's just it. This is really going to come down to what the front office actually thinks makes the most sense, because outside of SGA, all them other dudes could very easily be turned into a real good tradable piece with the way all their cap space is set up. And at that point, it's like, I don't care how great Chet might be. I know what Giannis is today.
True.
So, yeah, we might find out just how good Chet is in Milwaukee.
You're not wrong about that.
He'd get better if he went to Milwaukee.
He got to show. You think so? I don't
Yeah,
think
because
so.
you don't have pieces around you. You got to.
But he hasn't proven he can.
He got to show off all the skills in a different way, like you were saying.
Yeah,
the fact that he can do everything.
He got to show off that he can be a first option or second, whatever it may be. Like when it comes to that.
Definitely not no first option.
Yeah, but I mean, somewhere like Milwaukee, unless they get a star guard with him to hoop with him, whatever it may be, like he may have to be. Like, say they do trade him for like Giannis or something like that, bring Giannis to OKC, and Chet's gonna be in the trade because they need a big man or whatever.
Right.
Like he gonna have to be that number one guy until they find someone that can fit that role,
Big facts.
or to match with them, pair with them.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of that growth goes. That's where going into that offseason or after that first year, it's going to be like, yeah, I need a lot more weight. I need to figure out what that routine is and everything.
And that goes to my argument why it's the question was the higher ceiling. I feel like we seen Wemby can be the number one option, carry a team, get 40 and 26 or whatever it may be, will his team to victory, all that type of shit. Like you said, Chet hasn't had to do that yet. He hasn't even. I don't think he's flexed that muscle.
But the other thing with that is we've seen Wemby do it this season. Part of the greatness aspect of it is the idea that we feel confident he could do it again and again and again. And it's like, Wemby's done this once. Chet could maybe do this once. If he gets that opportunity, we could find out. Wemby is already thinking about what's going to look like 3-4 years down the line when he already knows what to do, because he's been that dude since day one in a way that, and to be fair to Chet, because of circumstance, he wasn't supposed to be the dude. Right. He showed up and somebody else was already there playing all-star caliber ball, about to be MVP level ball. No, you play a role. True. Wemby is like, yeah, nah, you were here to be everything. Be everything.
Expectations are different.
And he not even nice yet.
I think he's still raw. Like raw.
No, he's still an amazing basketball player. But
no, I'm talking about raw in terms of like you said, he's not to where what the expectation or ceiling of like that.
He ain't figure out his version of flopping yet. He not going to flop, but he going to have some tricks that everybody going to be like, nah, he cheating. Yeah. In the Minnesota series, Finch called it out. Yo, half them blocks was goaltends.
Yeah. You're not wrong about that.
They can't call them all. They think I block a ball. Yeah. So,
but that's why I say he's not nice yet. Because imagine when he learned basketball. And when I mean learn basketball, Castle, for instance, if Castle was his size, the numbers would be way better than what Wemby getting.
You think so?
I know so. It's just like we talk about that dog and that just, I'm better than the person in front of me. I don't think nobody ever told him, yo, that person in front of you can't guard you.
Castle, that's the one to be punching on everybody, huh? That boy be taking
and defense off. And all, yeah, that's
what I'm talking about.
I feel like Wemby knows it, but it's different for a big man compared to a guard. So even just that idea of like you make that guard huge, well, that's Anthony Davis.
True.
We see what that is.
I don't look at the big though. I look like Shaq. It's like even if you was taller than me, even if you were. Well, Shaq different because he's stronger than everybody.
Shaq a whole different breed. But even like Wilt or somebody like that, like, yeah, Wilt came in with a certain level, but I would say
Charles Barkley.
You're seeing some of that in Wemby, but that goes back to... You
see a little bit, though, a little bit. I want to do it every play. If I was a little kid and I never seen basketball before and I seen all the NBA players and I had to pick somebody just off the eye test and, like, the objective is to put the ball in the rim, I'm picking that guy because I'm looking at him and he can just drop it in the basket. The play should be you stand right there, I'm going to throw it to you, you drop it in. Obviously, basketball's not that simple, but it should be for him.
It do sometimes. That boy take a drop step from the free throw line.
Sometimes.
He got the Michael Jordan arm from Space Jam. It's just like...
Some of that also goes to the team, though, in terms of how they actually function and what they all used to. Like, you could see it, especially his first year. They didn't really recognize like, oh no, just throw a lob and he'll go get it.
Yeah.
But like that's on his teammates. Like it's only been so many times he can't throw the passes to himself. I mean, he can sometimes. Sometimes he do. He go get it off
He is
the glass.
7'11".
Like,
All he has to say is, "Yo, nobody else allowed to shoot." Like the real rap. Nobody
Just
else
throw
to
it
shoot.
up here. They can't reach. Just throw it up here. They can't reach.
And if I feel like passing it to you, I'm going to pass it to you. They're going to have to foul me, or I'm going to drop it in the basket. And if they quadruple team me, yeah, you're going to be open. I'm going to pass it to you, and you shoot it and make it. That should be the game plan. And if I feel like dribbling outside and shooting three, I'm allowed to do that.
I'm him.
And yeah, and then like he understand the concept, like, yo, you can't shoot every pass. Then he'll start passing. Let him dictate all that. And sometimes, even on defense, the guards like SJ on them. Yeah, I know how to score on Wemby too. You just got to make him change direction and stumble for a second, and then I'm gonna get my shot. He's 7'11". Stop playing defense so close. What are you doing? Why are you trying to guard him like you a guard? No, what are you doing? Like that type of thing. He don't know basketball yet. If you was on the streets, somebody on the court be like, yo, stop guarding him like that. He gonna cook you all day. We gonna lose, bro. I got money on the game. I don't care, and I'm playing. So I'm telling you what to do. Like, yo, you're not gonna guard him that way. Stop. And he don't have.
You know what I hate is when he does this thing like if someone's shooting a three, he's in the paint and he just jumps. Like you know how like he spams the he spams.
what's it called? Started that? Wasn't Cornette his teammate?
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm pretty sure it was him.
On the
Yeah.
PlayStation, get the motherfucker jumping for the like, he's just jumping.
Yeah, because apparently it be working.
It does. It's,
Yeah, because he is tall as shit.
that and it's just a reaction thing. Some people don't know how to keep their eye on the back of the rim, and any little extra thing they think, oh, somebody might cut or something, and it messes them up.
The last thing I want to talk about, well, because you said the Spurs, you think the Spurs gonna win or OKC Game 7?
I'll just say I want to see a good game.
Who you think's gonna win? Just give me a quick answer.
Okay, say.
I got the Spurs. I think Wemby gonna pull it out. I think this is gonna add to his legacy. This is about to be the starting point, the inception of like.
So I got to be the tiebreaker. I go with Wemby.
He's him.
I mean,
He's gonna win
I
it.
really wanted to go with Wemby. I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
but shoot,
Nah,
it's I mean, there was a chance for a reason, and they at home, and just the way things have gone, it's one of those where it's like it could go either way.
The
But
refs.
Yeah.
I get that too. I
Yeah.
get that.
You not wrong about that.
That's why I ain't say nothing. I know how I could go.
The last thing I want to ask before we wrap out and close up, how good is it for basketball the New York Knicks have made it to the finals? Did you see their fans? Did you see the clips of their fans and shit like that? That shit had me hollering.
You go first, Alan.
I mean, it's always good when there's a team with fans that's waiting to pull up out of nowhere, actually doing something. Like, we always talk about, like, if the Cowboys can really be good, but, like, nah, for real. If the Cowboys went to the NFC Championship game one of them years, and then you finally saw all them people who wanted to pull out they star hats and everything, like, yeah, that adds a buzz to it. And that's definitely been a big part of this between the folks who done put it on Front Street that they love the Knicks and they going to go through all the bad with them, and the folks who you like, hold up, I ain't never seen you even talk about basketball. Where did you get the Knicks hat with the jacket to match? Like, that don't add up. So, like, I mean, yeah, more people caring is always going to be good, but it's also, you know, going to come with different level of conversation in terms of who's been here from the beginning and who's been watching and who just shows up because it's a good time. But sometimes something just being a good time is good for everybody.
Yeah, I saw them tickets. I saw the court size is like $1 million. Shit crazy.
They should.
Court size is $1 million. That shit crazy.
Me personally, I love it because not because it's just the Knicks. It could be anybody. I want anybody to win. But me personally, the Knicks been my, I ain't gonna say second favorite team, but
This nigga starts. How you motherfucker Sixers fan?
No. Let me say this. So I'm more of a players fan, and some of my favorite players, I mean, Melo. Back in the day, the Starberries. Back in the day,
Everybody had the
Everybody
Starberries.
had the Starberries. I
Starberries was
like
tough.
every color
the
probably.
Spreewell. I mean, the jerseys always go right with a pair of Timbs. New York has always been like, it's right there, and it's the Mecca. You know, the hip hop scene, New York. Spike on the court. Yeah. I mean, the Reggie Miller back in the day and all that. Yeah, it feel like he said, it's gonna feel good if the Knicks win it and all that. But me personally, I just like the Knicks colors, and that been like my second real rep. If last year, I think I said in the chat, I'm like, yo, I want the Knicks to win it. If they, you know what I mean, and this year they beat us. You know what I mean, I ain't gonna lie, they was hooping.
They got a squad.
They got a squad. I don't like JB or Towns, but them two best, they can hoop. The whole team can hoop for real.
Yeah, they swept the Sixers. They cooked them niggas, bro.
We ain't the only team to get swept by them.
But they got cooked though. Like it was.
Hold on.
And the Cavs quit by halftime of game 3. So like,
that's what I'm saying. They was just mad from what Atlanta did to them. Yeah, me and Atlanta wore them out a little bit, gave them some work. So, but they hoop. They got a good chemistry over there. And if between the West and the Knicks, I want the Knicks to win because I'm on the East Coast. I don't care, but I know the West Coast probably gonna win.
Like you said about Spike, that's somebody who low key been ingrained in basketball culture, like. Even before the Reggie Miller stuff, when he was doing the Nike commercials with MJ and stuff, like
the doc he did,
the
movie he did, yeah.
And so like him especially is somebody who been literally there on the ground. Like obviously he not a player, but he's been through Patrick Ewing and Melo and now here to Brunson. Like that's one of them things I feel like especially where it's like that crossover that comes with it, where it's like, oh yeah, this is something that's like people care about. The dude who makes the movies that people love is all decked out and been like, yes, I needed this.
And it's his square garden. That's just like
Spike gonna get a ring too if they win, probably.
Yeah, for sure. They give everybody their home. Yeah, they gonna.
Spike gonna get a ring, bro.
You putting a lot of faith in James Dolan.
I think Spike has to. He's like you said. You
would make that decision. Do you think James Dolan would make that decision?
Not everybody who gets season holding ticket holders, they be getting like the replica rings and all that extra stuff.
But I think Spike can get a run because like you don't think when you think New York Knicks, you think Spike Lee.
Exactly.
And vice versa, you think Spike Lee or New York, he's of course out of the Knicks game. Every major athlete has gone to every major hooper has gone to an argument with Spike on the sideline of him.
I'm not saying he shouldn't. I'm saying I'm looking at the dude who has to cut the check, and I'm not holding my breath that he would think, oh yeah, we gotta do this for Spike.
You gotta do this for Spike.
Like,
why not? Are you kidding me?
Players might throw him for Spike.
What do you know about James Dolan, the dude who literally spying on the fans in the arena?
I don't think he's in controlling who's getting the ring.
He's the owner.
That don't control who getting the ring. He collecting money, bro, and telling people what to do. But when they say how many
Dolan making the final count.
When they say how many rings we gotta make for replicas and all the season ticket holders and all that, he don't have no say. He's just gonna be like, yeah, sign off.
I'm saying though that think about this. If the courtside seats are going $1 million a pop, how many courtside seats you think? Like I'm talking about on the floor, your feet on the hardwood, probably like 40, 50, more than that.
Yeah.
So let's say that's 50 mil off rip right there.
Those are the season ticket holders, though. I'm talking about the season ticket holders.
I know, but let me get to the point. What I'm saying is like you getting 50 mil off of just say like the court side.
Oh, you talking about how much he getting?
So he cut Spiker. How much a ring? Maybe $1 million, probably not even that much, depending on what they made.
Like listen, if I'm wrong for overestimating James Dolan's generosity, then I'll be wrong for underestimating James Dolan's generosity. Like
I'm just saying, I don't think he'll be thinking about that in terms of how much money he about to make just because the Knicks are in the finals. Just because they're in the finals. Cashing out, like they stock obviously was already. They wanted a high.
I don't even think it's purely cash, but the idea that like I don't never see him with Spike.
True. I feel you on that.
Like when the Charles Oakley stuff went down, I can't remember exactly what Spike said, but if I had to guess whose side he was on.
Yeah. If you put context clues together, yeah.
No, I get that. I just don't think he's controlling who's getting the ring. I think owners be just what an owner do.
If the Knicks win, Spike should be the first one they give the ring to just because.
No, I get that 100%. Yeah. I'm rocking with that. Yeah.
And my last question, and then we'll close out. If the Knicks do win the NBA Finals, where do you rank Jalen Brunson as a point guard, not just in the league, but like I say, like last 5-10 years? And then where do you rank Mike Brown as a coach in basketball as well too? Because he's done a lot of shit in basketball. People don't really realize. There's been a lot of championship teams. led team to the finals. He gets a ring now.
I mean, Brunson definitely going to get a lot of love, and he definitely putting up big numbers on top of it, and has been for basically all of their playoff runs since he's been there. I don't know where exactly I could rank him, because at the same time, I'm looking at this team, and if they win it, I'm not looking at that like the Warriors and Curry. I'm looking at that like Chauncey Billups and the Pistons.
Okay, I get that analogy. I get that.
And, like, he putting up bigger numbers than Chauncey, obviously. So, like, there's a clear difference there. But at the same time, I'm looking at it, and it's like how they got here, because they got them two big wings who can hoop. They got one of the unicorn centers who was shooting threes in high school.
True.
But the ring stamp you also at the same time. And he going to be the one who likely has to get the job done to get it done. So, like, he been pushing all NBA consistently, so that puts him in the top 5. So he 100% in the top 5 guards. I would say it probably gives him an argument to maybe start talking about who you want, Brunson or Luka. Because I don't think people having those conversations, and that's one that you can start having.
They should be having those conversations. Then we use the Pistons comparison. Chauncey had more Hall of Famers starting with him though. As opposed to
yeah, no.
He had three other Hall of Famers in his starting lineup. Yeah. I don't like that comparison. Now I'm thinking about it.
He had to go.
Rip,
he had to
Wallace.
Wallace. He had to go both Wallaces are going to be Hall of Famers.
He had to go against.
Is Sheed in the Hall though?
I don't think she's in the
Hall.
Hall.
I love Sheed. She's
going to be in the Hall.
They don't give him no love.
She's going to be in the Hall, bro.
Yeah.
I think she's going to be in the Hall. It's going to take him a minute. He may not be a first ballot, whatever you want to call it, but
nah, you're right.
I think she's going to be in the Hall.
He should be, but the NBA don't like Sheed. But yeah, keep going.
They don't, but she is one of the best power forwards to ever play the game.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
The
way they were talking, they was saying OG was the best player on the Knicks until he got hurt. In terms of what they was doing in the playoffs, I heard them having that conversation. I ain't saying they was. I'm not gonna say whether or not they was right.
Yeah. I don't.
But they was talking about his mans as if it's like he actually the driving force of this. Like, yeah, Brunson
like
doing the scoring.
Yeah. That's like saying Tayshaun Prince is the best player on the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at him saying that.
But yeah, he had too many pieces to say he was the best player. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But Tayshaun was like the glue. He made shit.
He was the glue. Yeah, everything went through him. But for me, Jalen Brunson, you said what you said? You said top 5. What was the question you said?
I would say be putting him in for guards right now. That put him in the top 5. Yeah.
Who's he point guard?
For me, no. But I will say he'd be stamped, if that makes sense, because he will technically, if he wins it in New York, needs it. They ain't won in a long time. But like for this team, me personally, like I'm like
long time's an understatement, but yeah, continue.
Melo and JR team better than this team, in my opinion. It's just the competition. Who you going against, who you have to face in your 7 games matters. And like, yeah, they swept us, and yeah, they swept the Cavs, and yeah, they had to go through Atlanta and all that. But if they beat one of these 2 teams, the OKC and Thunder, yeah, okay, now he probably 7. Because in my top for point guards, I'm old school and I'm biased, so y'all not gonna like my 5. But he not in my 5 because like
I'm talking about right now. I'm talking all time top 5.
I said like 5, last 5.
I'm not putting him up there with Isaiah Thomas and Steph or nothing. Like
he's not in my top 5
for right now.
Right now.
Then who your 5?
Who's your 5 point guards?
Number
5
1,
years.
5 years. I'm gonna go.
Cause you've been in the league what about 5-6 years?
A little more than that.
I'm gonna go Kyrie. I'm gonna go SGA. I'm gonna go Maxey. I'm gonna go Brody. I'm gonna go what
right now you picking Brody over Brunson.
Yeah.
Jordan did.
You taking Maxey over Brunson after the series?
Yeah. Only reason I'm a player person. I can't get past you offensive foul in every play, bro. I don't like that.
Part of the game. Y'all said you said that. It's
no,
part of the game.
No, it's part of the game. I'm just.
He also said he didn't like Brunson though. It started.
You did say that. You did say that.
I like players like how they play. Like even Luka, bro. I'm a basketball person, and Luka is putting up crazy numbers, but bro, you're not coming down just jacking, bro. And like Curry do it. That's one thing. Curry, the way he does it is different, and he's running around every other play and then comes off and shoot. Luka dribbling the ball out the air out the ball and then pulling up. Man, come on, man. Yeah, he getting a lot of points and he's doing. Come on, man. He's not my top 5. I don't like.
He's not my top 5.
Even like Chris Paul. He's a great point guard. I love him all. He's not even in my top 20. Like I don't like that. I just don't like the way he play, even though he's great.
Feel that. But yeah, I just want to hear your thoughts on that. I don't necessarily agree with. I love Maxey like, in terms of watching him play, but
LaMelo not better than. All right.
LaMelo need to focus on his off the court shit. That boy, he need to get his game right. He not even focused. He out there just hooping. He just stepping on the court.
1-on-1, they check the ball.
That's different. That's a whole different conversation.
Oh, all right. That's how I like that's how I'm picking my 5.
That's the game's not 1-on-1. It's a team game.
We just said who the best 5. I'm like, if I had to pick a 5 and I'm picking a point guard, like yeah, that's how I look at it. But yeah,
you're taking LaMelo over Brunson to run the operation. I'm not.
Yeah, 1,000%.
LaMelo gonna do it the same shit.
Yeah, you on your own with that one on this couch.
Yeah, LaMelo do the same thing Luka doing. He coming out jacking probably.
Yeah, but
dribble, shoot.
I feel like LaMelo moves off ball a little bit more than Luka.
And if LaMelo has all the right pieces around him to do the stupid stuff he does, he's going to
team of crash outs.
It will work.
I haven't seen him play with adults since he was 16. That's a good argument. I haven't seen him play with actual.
Yeah, I mean the team of crash outs, but. Yeah, but that's all I got for this episode, man. If you listen to this on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, tell a friend and tell a friend about today's episode on the road to 300. It's episode 286 of the Faces of the Future podcast. I got Drees and Nudie in here with me. Coop here too. Peace.
Love.